guys. I just thought I'd quickly pop on and show you the results of the tea dyeing the other day. Didn't go to plan. Yeah, so despite using fruit tea, this still just turned out a normal tea stain colour. In fact, they actually look quite dirty. But yeah, so I'm layering them up on the textured mats. Let me get one out. This. It's actually a textured tablecloth. I bought it a while back. I've done a video on it a while back. I actually use it on here occasionally, and I've used my craft knife. That's it. Craft knife. Not thinking. Yeah. But no, layered them up on there and then put the lace tablecloth over the top to see if I could get some pattern. Didn't work. It kind of did, but later on I used some quite thick growing paper. 1 second, let me find it. Here it is. It's this paper that I used, which is 160 GSM. It's sketchpad paper, sketchbook, well, whatever it said, sketchpad, yeah. So I used some of that. I was just curious to see how that would tea dye up, and as I said, it just made it look a bit dirty, to be honest, compared to what it normally looks like. But yeah, so, and then I just use normal printer paper. Got the creases in, which I actually quite like it when it creases like that. The reason they are so flat is because I have had them under a stack of very heavy books for several days. There's a little bit of an imprint there across the top where the other papers have been lying on top of it. But no pattern until we get to these. Now, if you can see, there is a bit of a pattern there, and it's actually textured. You can feel it, and that is because I took everything up off the bedroom floor when I went to bed at night time, put it all in a tub, and then stuck a bag full of, it had all sorts of bits and bats in it, but it was quite a heavy bag, and I just sat that on top of it because it was out of the way, and obviously it's squished it onto the mat, so it's left an imprint, but it's more textured than anything. So I'm guessing you can see very faint bits there as well, so I'm guessing maybe part of the knack to getting an imprint on paper from things like that is pressure. It needs to be squished. That is that paper again, but torn in half. We have some more slight impressions on that one. And this one, this is normal print paper again, torn in half. Some imprint on there, which that one's turned out pretty cool actually. Oh look, now the sun's come out, you can see it. Yeah, that one's turned out pretty cool actually. Slight impression on there, but not much. Again, another one. I'm not sure what them lines have come from. I'm not sure if they've ended up on there, but I love how paper reacts differently every single time we do it. No matter what tea or coffee or whatever we use, it just reacts differently every time. This was a notepad that I acquired during the Christmas period. I actually did a show and tell of this on Vlogmas. But yes, so I like it. It's kind of, it's men's notepad kind of thing. It's just got all this stuff on it, but it's quite vintagey, which is cool. So just want to see what that would look like dyed up. Some little bit of an imprint on there. Not much on these, but I think they're too thick anyway, really. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I'll keep trying, but these lines and everything on these are from where the other papers have been stacked on top of them. Excuse me. But yeah, but like I said, they are so flat I haven't ironed them. Normally I do iron them, but I haven't done with these, because what I've done were, whilst they were still a little bit damp, I put them under a bag full of heavy books. And it does flatten them brilliantly without the aid. Need, use, whatever, words failing me again, without the need for ironing. They are very, very flat, which is awesome, because I'm going to have a go at running these through the printer. I did it before on our HP printer that we had previously, but I haven't done it on the Eco Tank, on the Epson Eco Tank yet. So I will give that a try. So they're going to get put to one side. But yeah, so there you go, guys. I couldn't add it on to the end of the video that I did the other day because they were wet and drying. Excuse me. And then I forgot about them, to be honest, because I brought them down and put them under the stack of heavy books. I actually completely forgot about them. I've just found them now while I was looking for something else. I'm like, oh, I must do a video on them. So here I am. A nice short and sweet one. But yeah, so using the fruit tea, even though it turned out pink. It was like a pinky colour. The mixture was like a pinky colour. Once it had dried, it didn't dry pink. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back to having a go at using food colouring. Excuse me. To try and get some colours into papers. But so far, the only way that I've been quite successful in my own, maybe I'm doing something wrong or whatever, but for me personally, the most successful attempt I have had at creating coloured papers has been when I did the DigiKit version. I printed out some DigiKits, and I love how grungy these are. Look at that. Look at that. I still need to flick through these and find a bundle of them to scan. But yeah, I took a bundle of DigiKits. These are Gayle's, these are Tracy's. I chose the ones that were very high, intensely coloured, and then obviously sprayed them. Some of them I sprayed them, some of them I dipped them in tea solution. These are all tea dyed ones. I don't use coffee dye anymore. I don't like the smell of it afterwards. Everybody else's is fine, but for some reason mine's always too strong and I don't like the smell. But yeah, so this, like I said, is the most effective way that I've managed to get colour transfers and stuff like that. I love the results. But like I said, I took some very high, intensely coloured DigiKits from Tracy and Gayle and a couple of other people. I can't remember off the top of my head now. And then some of them I dipped in the tea solution. Some of them I just used some tea solution in a spray bottle and sprayed them. And then I layered plain papers up on top of them. Or I put plain papers down and then I put these over the top and then layered more on top of that. Because, and these were done on the HP printer. Not that it matters because the Epson's the same. It's a inkjet, not LaserJet. So when the ink gets wet, it runs, it bleeds, and that's what I wanted to do, and it did it absolutely amazingly. I mean, look how it bled through onto the back, but also how it's bled through onto other papers. I did get a little bit of a lace imprint there where I layered some lace over it. But yeah, and I sent a load of them as well, like this here. I sent a load of them to Gayle because I used Gayle's kit. And Gayle's were the one that kind of turned out the best. So I took some of the most high intensity coloured ones from Gayle's and sent them to her in a Happy Mail. And she actually used them to make a little card journal with it, which were pretty awesome to watch. I'll link that video below because it really is awesome. Not just because it's my well, not my kit, but my papers in there. It was just really awesome the way she did it. Turned a card into a journal. But yeah, so like these were from Gayle's. Now some of these you can't really make out any of Gayle's patterns on there, just the colours. But the ones that I sent to Gayle were the patterns from her prints in print. It's bled through onto the papers as well. It were really cool. So yeah, I mean, they are her papers. But look, this is why I use the most intense coloured ones. They were so vibrant colours, but look at, and I've used these to bleed through, which bled through brilliantly, but look how much of the colour's still left in it, the same with traces. But yeah, so, and I will do a video on that again, probably during the summertime. Again, these are so flat because they've been under stacks of books. When I was drying them, they got put under a stack of books. I didn't iron them, there were way too many to do that. I stacked them under books for a few days. But I will recap that during the summertime when it's warm and I can hang papers out to dry and that sort of thing, because I'm going to do it with a load of different kits. But yeah, so I will keep persevering, but I have more than enough in that stack there and then these. So, to be getting on with. And I do have other plain tea-dyed papers and stuff like that as well. I've got a right stash going on here. This was a separate attempt I did at trying to get coloured papers. They're a little bit pinky, but you can't really tell, they're that pale. Sorry guys, I'm only behind you. I've got a filing cabinet behind me with everything in. Where have I put them? Oh, there they are. A stack of plain tea-dyed papers. I love how the colours of these, how grungy they are. So yes, there we go. I said at the end of the video that I would pop back and recap on how this went, so here I am. And like I said, not very well. But I shall keep trying. But I think that's me done now for tea dyeing papers, or any dyeing of papers now, until the summertime, because I have way more than enough to be getting on with, and I need to sort through that thick pile and get some scanned into the computer for me to reuse, but also I am going to stick them in the Etsy shop as digital kits. So, stepping out of my comfort zone this year where Etsy's concerned. Need to start selling more and being more creative. So, there we go. Anywho, I'm going. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.